welcome to the next short video. Today we're looking at wrists, hands and fingers. Okay, so we do a gentle wrist warm up to begin with. We're going to make fists and we're going to circle our wrists. Pointing your knuckles around the room. You could be seated, you could be standing on a chair. Can you keep your shoulders relaxed? Can you breathe? Change direction. Okay, change direction once more, and this time spread your fingers and point your fingers around the room. Imagine now that you've got wings and you're trying to move these wings, spreading your wings around. Change the direction. So again, keep the shoulders soft. Nice long spine, good tall posture, shoulders relaxed as you can keep them. The arms will obviously start to get a little heavier. Maybe can you make figure of eights now? Keep spreading those fingertips around. Allow your arms to move a little bit more. Allow your elbows and your shoulders. Maybe you can just make those circles a little bit wider. So keep spreading those fingers, splaying those fingers out wide. Okay, just let those arms rest out by your sides. Okay, let's do one for our fingers now. We're going to imagine that we're at a piano. We're going to just play the piano. So we're going to roll through our fingers, and we're going to try and do this rhythmically. So starting with the little fingers one by one up to the index finger. Little finger one by one up. So we're doing scales. So try and keep that control. Looking at me or looking at your own fingers if you need to. Again, can you keep your shoulders relaxed? That's long spine. Can you change reverse? So you're starting with the index fingers, coming up one by one and then down. Starting with the index fingers. Index fingers peeling up and then down. And try and get that same rhythm. That's it. Good, and now play randomly. Get the fingers, get the thumbs involved as well. And try and get quick. And now flash. Palms open, close, open, close. Grip, 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 grip. Try and grip the fists. That's it, fist, 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 and then spread the fingers wide. Good, now hide your thumbs, squeeze your thumbs and hold there. Hold that squeeze and try and draw those thumbs in, and then release and widen, and then squeeze. We're going to try and make this a really quick explosion. Open, and then squeeze, and open, squeeze the thumbs. Last one, then open and squeeze. Okay, just allow your arms to relax, just let them hang down, just take a moment and take a couple of breaths. Okay, we're going to do a few stretches. We're going to start with one hand, palm facing down, let the wrist drop, and then with the other hand, with the heel of that hand, you're going to press the back of the hand, but also try and resist with the back of that hand. Try as if you're trying to straighten that hand out. Being careful if you have any carpal tunnel. You want to be very gentle with exercises like this, so not pushing back too firmly, just gentle movements, gentle mobility. Okay, and release, and the other hand, let the palm drop, pressing it in, lengthening your neck, nice long tall posture. Holding that stretch there, resist with that bottom hand. Switch hands now, turn the palm up, with the other hand hold underneath and twist it inwards and upwards. So you're pulling the thumb down, the little fingers pointing up, and you're holding that stretch there. And release, and the other hand, hold underneath the hand, give it a twist so the thumb points down, the little finger pointing uppermost. Good, okay. Notice, can you keep your shoulders level as you do this, so you're not over to the side. That's it, holding that twist. And now switch hands, you're going to pull the fingers back. Pull the fingers back and then press away through the elbow, so your wrist and your elbow are getting a bit of a stretch too. Pull the fingers back, carefully release, and the other hand, fingers, and then press away through the heel of that hand. That's it, pulling those fingertips back, stretching the fingers, the wrist and the elbow, and carefully release. Opposite hand now, the thumb, gently pulling it back, holding that stretch, resist with that thumb too. And the other side, thumb. Good, and just give those hands a little bit of a shake there. Okay, so from here we're going to come down onto the mat. We're going to be on hands and knees. So we've got our hands under our shoulders, knees under our hips. And just look at your hands. You want to spread your fingers wide. You want to find a good amount of connection with the floor through the thumbs and the tips of your fingers, and maybe just a little gap underneath the arches of your hands. From there, simply bring your weight forwards over the wrist. Keep that same connection on the floor with your fingers, with your heel of your hands, stretching the wrist back, holding there for a breath, and then release. Come off the hands, hinging back, and again forwards, loading the wrist just as far as you're happy to go, keeping a nice neutral spine. Inhale and release, and let's do that again, stretching, breathing in and release. Okay, now slide one hand back a little way and come forward. Keep that good alignment, try and keep that same connection with that hand. So one hand, the hand closest to the knee, is getting a bit more of a stretch, and then release away, and again over that hand. Try and keep that good alignment with your body, shoulders relaxed, arms aligned, and release. One more, stretching the back of the hand, breathing in and release. Okay, bring your hands to their level, slide the other hand back, do the same thing. Bring your weight forward, stretching that hand out, watch that you've still got that good connection with your thumbs, all your fingers and the heel of your hand, and then hinging back, and again forward, stretching out, breathing in, and back, and let's do one more. Bring your weight forwards, stretch out that wrist, and release. Bring the hands back. Okay, so being careful with this one, we're going to flip one hand over, so we're going to stretch the opposite way. So just notice, where does your hand need to be so that you can get the back of your hand on the floor. This may be really difficult, but as much as you can, palm facing upwards. Aligned as you can. Take it slowly, because you're probably already feeling a strong stretch, as you take your weight back a little way. So maybe you can get to about 90 degrees. Maybe you're not getting that far, but you're still feeling a stretch. That stretches on the upper arm and around the wrist. Just holding there, breathing, holding that stretch, unsettle those shoulders, nice long spine, neutral spine, and release. Carefully flip the palm back up, switch hands now, back of the hand down, try and get the nail beds down on the mat. So just hinging back just enough to find a stronger stretch. Good alignment through your spine, checking your arms, you've got a good alignment, so you're not deviated from that good shoulder arm alignment. So that wrist stretching back, you're holding that stretch for a couple more breaths. And carefully release. Okay, so spread those fingertips wide again. In your 4-point kneading, so you're going to imagine you're a cat kneading on the mat. So you're just going to peel the fingers up, and then peeling and spread the hand, and then peel the other hand up. That's it, so making claws, and then spread those fingers round. Peeling up, spreading, try and spread those hands out a little bit more. Peeling up, spreading down. Let's do a couple more. Peeling up, spread those hands, peeling up, spread. Last one each side, then peeling up, spread those hands, peeling up and spread. Okay. Coming back to a seated position. Find a comfortable place to sit, or you could be standing. And we're going to do an exercise called draw a sword. So we're going to, one hand, we're going to bring it over to the opposite hip. So imagine you're taking your sword there and you're going to bring it over your chest. So coming on a diagonal line, you're going to turn your palm up, reaching your palm up to the ceiling, and then you're going to come back, so slicing over on a diagonal, turn the palm down and place the sword back. Slice, open the palm up, reaching, draw that hand back slightly behind the line of your body, so you're kind of losing sight of that hand. That's it, palm turning up, and try and twist that palm a little bit more. Twist the palm up to face the ceiling, and then slicing over, and as you go, turn the palm down. Try and turn the palm so it faces forward, so you've got your thumb possibly on your hip bone there, palm facing forwards. And slice and open and turn that palm up. That's it, and slice and over. Can you keep your shoulders still? Keep your torso stacked and still. Try and turn that palm so you're feeling that wrist stretch as you open the palm to face forwards, and then turn the palm up, reaching back and turning. Shine the palm up to the ceiling. One more then. Turn the palm diagonally down, turn the palm diagonally up. Okay, bring the arm down. Other side then, behind your sword, diagonally opening, turning that palm up, and diagonally down, turning the palm. Can you face the palm forwards for that bit? You get a little bit more rotation in your wrist. Slice and open, turn that palm up, slicing over, turn that palm forwards. One more of these, and open. Good, bring the arms down, just give the shoulders a little wriggle. Okay, this one I call sticky fingers, you'll soon see why. We're going to start by making O's with our fingers and our thumbs. Can you make contact with your thumbs on as many of your nails of your fingers as you can? So you're pressing your thumbs down into your nail beds, and if you can see my hands there. So when you've got that, you're preparing for flicks. So you're going to bring your hands so you can make little goggles, and just bring the arms just out to the side, and we're going to flick, make strong flicks with those fingers flicking from your thumbs. You want to be able to hear the flick. It's a strong flick, and you're spreading your fingers strong and wide. Flick, flick, flick. Going to try and get a good rhythm going. Getting nice and speedy, and good strong flicks. Bring your hands out to the side. Keep flicking. Send your hands a little wider. Now turn your palms down. Keep flicking. Start to get a bit lower. Keep flicking. Keep that intensity. Start to feel your wrists aching, your hands aching, your upper arms aching. Keep flicking. We've got a couple more to go. Start to bring your arms forwards again until you're making those goggles. Last 10, 5. Whew. Well done, give those hands a shake. Okay, so you should feel your hands, feel your fingers now, feel a bit more awake, a bit more mobile. We feel a bit more achy around the arms, the upper arms as well. Okay, well that concludes our video with the hands and fingers. So stay tuned for the next instalment of my short films. Take care.